Tales on the Road with Mike and Tay.
Honestly, if someone was to like film a Grand Canyon and then make an IMAX movie, that's exactly what I would want to see, what we saw last night.
So, the last 24 hours, we are headed to the Grand Canyon.
Yay!
That's scary. Yeah. Have you ever been towed in a tow truck? Oh my god. No.
This weekend was crazy, guys.
How did it even start?
We just were trying to figure out what to do because it was going to be supposedly almost 90 degrees and
right.
we didn't have an AC in our van that we could run off of our generator or anything, so we wanted to come up with ideas that would keep us cool, and we decided a day trip to the Grand Canyon. It's only 79 miles away. How awesome is that, right? So
in our minds, we thought, perfect, we'll do a day trip. We'll be, because now we have our Subaru, Scooby the Subaru, we call it, which has AC. So we figured we'd leave the RV, take the Subaru. We need to renew our America the Beautiful pass anyway. And we're like, oh, we're close. Why not do it now?
yeah, we'll just bring an ice chest full of, drinks and a little bit of food and just do a real quick day trip up to the Grand Canyon. I'm like, how cool.
Of course, normally when we plan for our adventures, we pack everything. We pack dog food, we pack extra clothes, toothbrush, toothpaste, because we never know if we're going to stay somewhere.
I think of every scenario just to be safe.
Yeah.
And sometimes it happens and I'm like,
actually, a lot of the times it did. And this is an example of when we did not pack that way for the first time in 2 years.
Yeah.
And
I was trying
everything,
to be a little bit more spontaneous.
everything went wrong. We head out and we took, which route did we take? It was really beautiful.
Well, we decided to go up into the south entrance, which goes, what highway is that? I can't even remember.
180? I think we took the 180.
We'll have to double check that. So we go up into the south entrance and we just wanted to do the basic loop. So we go up into the Bright Angel Trail parking lot and we just wanted to do this little loop and go see all the little spots. But the second we got into the park, that's when our day kind of turned around. It was a perfect drive, by the way.
Perfect, beautiful
We should
drive.
probably recap that drive, rewind. Hey, everything was perfect.
Yeah, we left from where we are now, which is at Walnut Canyon National Monument.
It was gorgeous. It's through pines. It's through different
Tons of
landscapes
boondocking
of Arizona. I completely forgot how beautiful that drive was.
Oh yeah, it looked like, we were talking on the way and we're like, it looks like Wyoming, Montana, Arizona, Colorado, all in this one little drive to the Grand Canyon.
A perfect start to the day. We get to the Grand Canyon and first thing we do when we check into the park, we buy our America the Beautiful pass. Awesome. Get through, everything's great.
Every national park's different, and the Grand Canyon, there are two main places that you stop on the South Rim. South Kaibab and Bright Angel trailheads, and then also the Yavapai Point. And those are the two places that you're gonna park, basically. That's it. Most people park there and then they take shuttles elsewhere.
Yeah.
We weren't taking the shuttles because we had our dogs, and again, this whole trip was just to renew our America the Beautiful and just see the Grand Canyon because we're close.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be this huge adventure. Yeah.
The music had stopped and we were like, what the F? This beautiful drive with the music, all of a sudden, where's my Willie Nelson on the road again? And we looked at the dashboard. It was completely black. I noticed that every single light had kicked on and my
the speedometer.
Speedometer.
It was insane.
From 0 to 140 to 0 to 140 to 0 to 140.
The little dial, it looks like someone had, it looks like possessed. That's what I was going to say. We haven't even said that before, by the way.
So we pull off into the parking lot. All the lights are still on. I turn off the car immediately, hoping that it's one of those turn off and turn on reset situations. Turn it on. Same exact problem. All of the emergency lights are on, but the car itself sounds perfect. I opened the hood. I listened to the motor. I listened to everything while it was still running.
Everything was running smoothly. At first, it wasn't a big deal. It's let's just pull over. We have the time. Pull over in the parking lot, turn it off, look under the hood, make sure everything's good.
She was a lot calmer than I was, or at least internally I was.
To be fair, I wasn't driving.
We both agree nothing is wrong with the vehicle itself.
This is not going to ruin our day, right?
This could be just an electronical, cord is loose.
But the truth was, there isn't much we could do.
Yeah, exactly. So we tried to just drive it as minimal as possible, from point A to point B.
But after we look at the Grand Canyon. It was really cute. They had this cute little telescope thing. Then we decided to head towards the east exit. And at this point, the car was still running fine, but all the lights were still on. The speedometer was still working, but all the lights were still on.
Getting slightly angrier.
So we decided to go check out these Native American ruins, and I didn't even know they were inside the Grand Canyon, so that was cool.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
That's when things started to really go down, though.
I was so excited to explore a part of the canyon that I'd never been.
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed on the east side because we only had gone to the south. Then we start going after the ruins, and the car started being really weird. It started being slow. Mike thought it was in sport mode, but not shifting. Yeah, because you're like, I think I need to pull over. I'm like, yeah, pull over and we'll get gas. We'll check it out. Well, you're right.
That's when I knew it was, we were in trouble.
It was slow to turn on. Like, it sounded like a dead battery. But at this point, we are alone. This gas station, the inside part was closed. We're completely alone. But we have a fly.
I'm gonna kill it at some point in this video.
I know.
Hey, buddy.
Oh.
I think I got it.
So after the gas station, speedometer was no longer in effect.
So we're driving a solid 35. I'm pedal to the middle.
On a highway.
Do you remember what happens next?
Yes. He's so focused. And
the 10 and 2 for the first time since my driving lesson.
Right? The car starts to slow. All the cars in front of us slow down. He goes, babe, if we stop, I'm worried we won't start.
We were in survival mode.
We can't stop the car. We have to just go until we get there. We had plenty of gas to get there.
We've been through some experiences like this.
We're like, we'll be fine. We just have to get there. We just have to get to our spot, because if we get to our spot, then we have the RV. And we can take the RV to get a new battery, or take the RV to get help or whatever. But we just need to get to our spot. So we're going down. We're 30 minutes outside of the Grand Canyon Park?
I think less.
I think you're right, because the Hopi reservation sticks out. I'll post on the map where we are. I'll look it up.
Maybe 10 minutes.
So we're out. Sure enough, as soon as all the cars start slowing down, Scooby cannot accelerate back up to the speed, and then we started not only decelerating. And I was pressing the pedal down, but it was slowing down. Every single electronic component, everything went off.
So
completely.
All of a sudden, everything.
Like all the lights.
The odometer. Everything. I've never seen the odometer.
The odometer, this car is dead.
Every light and all of the
it's dead.
The speedometer, everything was at zero. The RPM's at zero.
Everything's zero. We're going at this point coasting. Maybe 10 miles per hour. So then Mike starts to pull off on the side of the freeway.
And I'm still in drive.
You're still in drive. It's pedal to the metal.
I couldn't even shift because there was no
nothing. There's nothing to do. And so so he starts to pull off at the freeway, and I'm like, no, don't go. Can you make it to this little hut? Like, it looked like there was a parking lot. I'm so glad I had you as my navigator. And I was like, no, look up at the left. There's a little parking lot. If you stop here on the side of the freeway, and it was on a bridge.
We're coming up to a bridge. We're going to get hit. This is where the car wants to die.
We can't die on a bridge. And so I said, no, just please, if you can just look up there. Do you think you can just coast? And we rolled in.
We willed it. So our cars,
it's like...
We just are able to pull into the very first little spot.
We coasted into a spot. Coasted in. So we pulled in. We're still in drive. We turn the car off, pull the parking brake up.
And this is where we're going to be for the rest of the night. We found out.
Well, we actually we're very hopeful and optimistic.
Yeah, in the beginning. Well, the good news was we were very calm in the beginning because we knew we had, some water. We had plenty of water. We had beer. We
had our beef jerky.
We had beef jerky. It was only
like 3. It was about 3 because I thought, man, if the tow truck comes, we might get it back by 5.
Yeah, it was only like 3. And so plenty of time. At this stage, we are not panicked. We know we have several programs that we are subscribed to that. For towing and for assistance and roadside, we're Good Sam's, USAA.
Good Sim Platinum. What happened though was we basically both got on the phone, and you did the online form. Whoever finished the thing first wins. That's what we were gonna go with. So I'm on the phone talking to the gas buddy person.
You gotta treat it like a game. Whichever spouse can solve the problem first wins.
Yeah. So
it's a win-win really, and however it plays out.
And so basically, I'm on the phone with the gas buddy while Mike's doing the online form. Yeah. Keep in mind, it's lightning and starting to storm around us. So then So he got a hold of USAA. So I'm on the phone with Gasway. I said, sorry, we got another tow truck. Bye. Hang up. And
I won.
Mike won. So we're on USAA. They send you a tracking link and
That's
everything,
also
which
like
is really, really nice to have.
They check on you over and over and over.
Yeah, they give you a window. So we get in, they give us a window, 90 minutes, and we're thinking, oh, no big deal. 90 minutes is nothing.
90 minutes to chill out.
That'll be 5 o'clock. At this point,
we decided to go
5.
up into the tent and play card games, play on our phone.
So we pop the rooftop tent. We have a rooftop tent.
Just enjoy the view, which we would be doing all the time anyways when we camp. It's really no different.
This was great. We had a good little setup up there. Yeah. We popped the tent, the rooftop tent, crawl up there. We bring the cooler up there, the dogs up there.
Yeah.
Then 90 minutes came. And we got the text from USAA, and it said, "Has your provider came?" Right? That's what they say. Like, has your service provider arrived yet? And so Mike responds, "No," in the text. They call us, and she said they would like to extend your pickup time by 60 minutes. They ask if they want us to cancel the tow, and we were like, no, don't cancel it, because the tow truck driver had called us and said he's on his way. So we say, that's fine, extend it. 60 minutes goes by, and every time the time limit on USAA reaches, they send you an automated text. So we get another automated text. Has your service provider arrived? No.
Like 5:30 now.
Contact us. Then at this point, we had called the tow truck company. They said, okay, I'll reach out to the driver. He'll call you right back. No call back.
We never got a call back.
We never got a call back the whole time, by the way.
Yeah.
So then this time, no one called you from USAA. They just sent him a text that said, your ETA has been extended by 80 minutes. Yep. And we're just like, what? And we said,
without my consent.
Meanwhile, the shop is closed down. People aren't there anymore. What's your wisdom?
Never leave home without your home.
Yes, always bring something you can sleep in, no matter where you're traveling. The sunset distracted us for, I would say it was like an hour-long sunset. It was so long.
It was cool.
And it was so cool because, again, storms were approaching us.
Yeah.
So you could see the rain from a distance, and the rain was pink and purple and crazy
at peak
colors.
Golden hour sunset.
Oh, we looked great.
It was
weather was great.
It was pink rain and blue clouds and purple skies and orange horizons and
bright colors,
lightning everywhere.
I took a picture and it looked like the Lion King orange. It was so cool.
Yeah, that's the vibe for sure.
And so we're there. We're having a great time at this point. We're several beers in.
Up in the tent.
Dogs are asleep right now.
Playing card games on our phone.
And then the storm started to move quickly towards us.
It's getting darker and the storm, storm is
You
forming.
could see the lightning, and the lightning is getting closer and closer from 3 different storms, all coming towards us.
I was oblivious to the whole thing. And
so Mike's like, no, it's beautiful. Let's just stay here. It's great. It's great weather. It's pretty.
Thing.
It was really cool. Raining on the tent. It was so cool.
So many clear, thick bolts of lightning off in the distance in the Grand Canyon as the clouds are moving, and it's all different colors because the sun's shining through. So it was
beautiful, but also I'm noticing the storm is moving faster than I thought it was moving.
Yeah, it goes from you're watching it to you're in it. That's when
then there's a lightning strike right behind the Native American
closest, loudest
market.
bolt I've ever felt in my life.
Even
Months Park.
It was also very clear.
It lit up the whole valley.
It was crazy.
It goes from it's pitch black, all you can see are stars, to in a split second it's the middle of the day.
Exactly.
You see everything as far as you can see.
And it's dark, and our tow truck driver at this time, we're like, he's not coming. At this point we committed.
We've committed to spending the night.
We're spending the night in the tent, but for now, let's get the F out of this tent, this electric rod, and let's go into the car to be safe.
And so pull up the ladder.
Pulled up the ladder so it's not metal, touching. And so we
so that's what we do.
But at this point we completely knew we were not getting back to our site.
And we were comfortable with that. Yeah.
We were comfortable with that. We're like, either we're gonna sleep here in the tent, we're gonna sleep at the Subaru parking lot in our tent, or we're gonna get a hotel. It's one of those, depending on the timing. So finally we see he's on his way, and we're there, and we're tired, but we watched the coolest lightning storm. It was all surrounding us, and now finally we're safe. 30 minutes later,
probably not even
the tow truck pulls up, and at this point we're inside the car with the tent up too. So then Mike, the tow truck comes. It's raining a little bit still, but no lightning. My God.
Like a freaking pit stop mechanic, I pull that sucker down in the quickest time I've ever done.
2 minutes probably.
Oh my God.
We get everything.
Less than that, maybe 60 seconds.
And this is the
I'm
best
like,
part.
Rubik's Cube time.
So the guy's starting, he's like, put your car in neutral or whatever. And we told him, we don't know if we can. And so luckily
the car was stuck in, drive?
Drive.
Right, still, yeah. And the parking brake was
we
the
said,
only
we
thing
don't know if we can. We're hurrying because we could tell he's ready for us to basically load up.
We're trying to gather all of our stuff, too, because we assume, because we're getting towed, that we're going to sit in the cab with him.
So Mike and I are hurrying, getting everything out of the car that we need, getting the dogs, like getting them out. And then he goes, okay, put it in, all right, put it in neutral. And Mike's like, hold on, we got to get a couple things out of the car. Our dogs are still in there. He goes, oh no, you're riding in the car. You're not allowed to ride in the cab. And Mike and I look at each other and what? And he goes, it's legal in Arizona. You're just going to be riding in the car on top of the truck, on top of the bed.
He's like, that's our policy.
That's our policy. And, yeah. Have you ever been towed in a tow truck?
Man, if I did, I was a kid and I don't remember.
It seems really sketchy to me.
This is going to be so cool.
And then the truck bed's raising, we're in it, and oh my god, it was so scary.
And
it's like
a roller coaster.
A
It's
wooden
like
roller coaster if you've been on one.
A roller coaster before they had safety protocols.
Oh. We are being towed in a tow truck. Oh my god. It feels like a freaking roller coaster that's like an old one. Well. Oh yeah, because it's like, better. We're not taking our seatbelt off or anything at this point.
Yeah.
So we're up there, and then he pulls out, and this highway is curves, mountains surrounding it, pitch black, no streetlights, nothing, and a little bit bumpy. And we're up there like jiggling on the top. It was so scary.
So that's how we felt, like, which is probably how everyone should feel. The duality of the situation was, it was the coolest thing ever. But we had the best view to the lightning storm that was still in progress. Like,
all over. So we had basically
it was so
unfiltered
cool.
Because there's no light pollution there, because it's either the Hopi Reservation or the Grand Canyon or Forest Service land. So you're looking out, and I guess it's 270-degree views basically.
As far as our little human
eyes can see. As far as we could, lightning storms everywhere. So we're just watching these crazy storms the whole time. We had been drinking. I think we were out of beer at this point finally.
Yeah.
But we had several. We were, let's just say, having a good time with a little buzz.
It was the coolest
watching the whole lightning storm, and it was scary, but exciting.
And cool. We were able to crack the window a little bit. We ran out of water in the front. We were sitting in the front seat.
Yeah.
We ran out of water, and we were too scared to go into the back of the car.
I said we both were like, we're not taking our seatbelts off because
really
it's
scary.
Like turn, and we're up so high. It's like woo.
Oh
woo.
my god!
It was
You
so
felt every little turn. Every
videos.
Physics was in
and at one point, our tow truck driver was starting to try and pass someone, and we're like, "Please don't! That's too scary."
It was kind of like I don't know if anyone will know this. Mystery Science Theater. It's like these characters are sitting in a movie theater criticizing the movie that they're watching. That's how it felt like we were sitting in the movie theater.
It felt like an
guessing what the
interactive IMAX.
Yeah, guessing what the tow truck driver was gonna do. No, dude, don't pass him, please.
Don't do it.
Is it worth it? Like, we're just like imagining what's going through his head. He's probably thinking, man, if I didn't have these two kids up in that car, I'd totally pass this car in front of me.
It was so funny.
It's like, oh, I'm so glad.
And then what's great is the Subaru dealership is easy to get to. It's on the east side of Flagstaff. And so he pulled in and he knew exactly where to go.
Yep.
He drops us off in the service lot.
Oh, he unloaded us. We're still in the car. He unloads us before I can even get out.
He's gone.
Out and gone.
He's like, bye, peace, I'm out.
He's gone.
And so Mike and I at this point, on the way to Flag, we did decide to get a Motel 6. We do Motel 6 in emergent situations because pets stay free. It's usually affordable. They usually have space.
Yeah, we're only there for like 11 hours. Like, why break?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like a place to sleep. So our plan at this point is, get a Motel 6, take an Uber from the Subaru to the Motel 6. That worked out just fine. And perfectly, we checked in, got to the hotel, slept in actually.
Ordered a pizza delivered to our room.
Oh yeah, they even have a Domino's ad on the Motel 6 room key. So we ordered a Domino's pizza, and the dogs still didn't have food at this point. So I got them a chicken Caesar salad because Ditto likes lettuce. So they got chicken and lettuce for dinner. And And pepperoni, a little bit of pepperoni from the pizza.
It was so nice once we got in an air conditioned room.
We took a shower.
It
was great. Like,
and oh my gosh,
we just needed the peace.
Yeah, the dogs were comfortable, and we didn't have to worry about water, food for them anymore.
Finally, and so then we and when we ran out,
we still had one more hurdle to figure out how to get back to the van.
How are we going to get to the van? So then what happened is the next morning, obviously I woke up early, took them out to go to the bathroom, and I realized they needed dog food. So I actually did DoorDash, got dog food delivered.
That's so smart, baby.
Right early in the morning, so they had dog food that morning, and we were all out of dog food or close to out, so it wasn't a big deal that I had to buy more, through DoorDash. And then I looked up on my phone because the biggest thing was, can we get an Uber or Lyft back to Walnut Canyon, which is a national monument. You just don't know if you can get a ride there. It's like saying, can we Uber to the Grand Canyon?
We're camped off of forest land,
Yeah, so we're on a dirt road. And so I look on my phone, and sure enough, it says Lyft is available to take us here. And I said, okay, we'll take it to the dirt road. And then it's a quarter mile or a half mile from the dirt road to our camping spot. So we thought, that's fine. We can walk it with our stuff. We didn't have too much. We left the heavy things in the Subaru, and we just had the dog food and stuff. So we get there. We have the best Lyft driver ever.
He's so cool.
Oh, and I had a 50% off Lyft promotion. So it was like a super cheap Lyft.
That was a win-win for
It was
sure.
totally, it was like after all the craziness of yesterday, today was just perfect. And so we get the Lyft. We tell him where we're going, or, obviously drop the address, and he goes, are you going inside the National Monument? That's what it's telling me. And he pulls out his America the Beautiful pass, and he said, it's fine if you are.
Yeah,
and he has his pass.
So we bonded.
And so we're like, that's awesome. He said, no, we're actually camping right outside. Just drop us off at the dirt road. And he overheard us talking about walking there, and he said, I'll drive you. And he literally drove.
Yeah.
Down the dirt road to our boondocking spot.
Dropped us right off.
And we did not expect that. He was so nice.
That was really cool. And I was just so grateful because I didn't want to walk. That it was already getting hot at that part of the day.
It really was.
And that was such a sweet, cool thing he did. And it really capped off what turned out to be the best,
craziest experience.
Being stranded in the middle of nowhere experience. While we've been doing, full-time RV life, which is even funny to think about it because I would have thought it would have happened like with a van or like somewhere in like Montana or Wyoming.
Yeah, our van that's never broken down except for 30 minutes after we got it.
It just cracks me up that it was like, oh, spontaneously, let's just do a quick day trip of the freaking
the only time we're not prepared. And then it was just so great. And then Mike, once we got here,
and it was on a Saturday, so it's great because
we had all the time.
Didn't burn a work day, and I wasn't stressed about that.
And today, Mike took the electric bike into the actual National Monument. That was the whole reason we wanted the pass so we could go to the Grand Canyon and here.
So happy.
He took the pass and he went and electric scooter. Yeah, Walnut Canyon National Monument is what it's called. It's beautiful. He said it's like a mini Grand Canyon.
You should totally go check it out tomorrow.
I don't think I want to drive on a tow truck bed again necessarily.
I'm very proud of us, the way we handled everything as it came.
Yeah.
And that tow truck is seriously. Should we have done that?
I don't know.
Should we have pushed back on that?
It's illegal in California.
I'm glad we didn't because it was a better option in terms of
much less awkward, especially because we were we had been drinking and
whatever. It was like a floating VIP booth.
I would say the biggest lesson from this, obviously, don't underprepare. That's the first time we've ever done that. But the biggest lesson is if you stay calm and just roll with the punches, it's a lot better because we could have been panicky and mean and angry we would have been angry from 12 when we got to the Grand Canyon or 1 when we got to the Grand Canyon all the way until 11 p.m. 11:30 at night when we got to the hotel, and that would have been so stupid. Yeah,
over nothing.
I did worry about the dogs,
but can't control. Obviously, they were in the back of my head too, but I knew that there were certain
we knew they'd survive
checkpoints in time that that's all we'd have to worry about.
But truly just staying calm and rolling with the punches. If you live a nomadic lifestyle, you learn how to do that.
I really want to say this again. I'm very proud of us and proud of you. That was fun.
It was fun and crazy.
Let's never do it again.
Story. Yeah, once in a lifetime, right?
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Cheers. Good night. Just to do an update on the car because we dropped it off, after the tow and everything, and it needs a new alternator and new drive belts. So we are getting that done. It'll be under $1,000. We actually were expecting it to be $1,500. We did think it was the alternator. So that's the end of the story. We'll get the car back on Thursday, hopefully, and we miss having it, but it's like the old days before we had a car. So now we're just living in Cream Puff, driving Cream Puff where we need to go, and life is good.